In my first novel, Noblesville, I had a storyline in that book that revolved around a company that came to town in the summer of 1893, and they set up an electric railway company. They promised Noblesville would be the hub of this trolley electric railway system that would connect Hamilton County to Indianapolis and points beyond. They hired crews that graded land north of town, south of town, and they bought rails and railroad ties, and they stacked them up in a very public place along the railroad line on 8th Street so that everybody could see. And then they started gathering investor money, and it was all a fraud. They never built the electric railway. Well, I didn't make up that story. I stole it out of the Noblesville newspapers from 1893. It actually happened here. It was 10 years later that the real electric railway line got built, and we know that now as the Interurban. It was an electric railway system that connected the Midwest. You could, for pennies at a time, nickels at a time, you could travel from town to town to town on this railway line. And my own father actually shared stories with me once of riding that as a child up in Wells County near Bluffton, one of the last lines that actually existed. It disappeared across most of the country in the 1930s as cars took over, and was totally gone by the mid-1940s. Well, in the construction project today in downtown Noblesville along Connor Street, you can see right behind me the rusty rails of that electric railway line that once ran down 9th Street, all the way down 9th Street, from the far north end to the far south end. They pulled them up out of the street, and you can actually see a little further behind me a pile of rubble. Those are street paving bricks. Underneath all of these streets down here are bricks that used to actually be the paving service for the streets. So some cool urban archaeology going on in downtown Noblesville right now. So if you got time tomorrow, you might come down here and just get on a sidewalk. All the sidewalks are open, and you can see what the construction crews are digging up. Kind of cool. A look at the past.